Hey guys, Jengar here. Welcome to the 8th episode of Jabber with Jengar, which is called 1.65, the overview. We're gonna take a look at this patch today, but first I've got some updates for you on my family, my baby, on work, on the squadron. I've got an update on the channel, and I've got a challenge for you with which you can help me out and which will hold some good rewards. After that we're going into patch 1.65 and we're going to talk about a multitude of interesting subjects there. I'm going to go through my opinion to how those changes will affect the game. So in the meantime, in the background you're looking at one of the matches I had in the twin Mustang when I was flying it for my video recently. This match didn't quite make the cut, but it was still a very interesting match with a lot of nice moments. So I hope you enjoy watching that while you are listening to me jabbering along. So let's start off with family and baby. Well, it's going pretty good, I have to say. We're finding our ground here after a year of taking care of him. He's 13 months right now, and he's growing like a maniac. He almost doesn't fit sideways in the box anymore. Well, he used to fit in the other direction, which is the least, which has the least length. So it's amazing to see this kid grow. He loves to crawl around right now. He loves to sit and play, fantastic. We're trying to make him stand right now, but he's a little bit of a lazy bastard. I mean, he when we tried to learn him to sit, he didn't want to sit because he loved to play when he was laying down. Now that he finally learned to sit and he totally mastered that in crawling, he's like, why the fuck do I have to stand, man? I'm quite enjoying sitting and this is preferable to me. Stop trying to make me stand. So yeah, he's a little bit like his father, I guess. I was also late with learning how to walk. I think I learned it about 1.5 or something. I was quite late to the party. But he's doing alright. He's babbling along as well. He's trying to combine sounds and words right now. Reacting to what we're saying, trying to get our attention, stuff like that. So it seems to be like he's developing alright. Of course, he has to learn 3 languages as we have a 3-language household here. And that's apparently more difficult for a baby trainer. So he will talk coherent sentences a little later than the average baby. But he's doing fantastic. He's already almost a computer maniac as well. Pretty soon he'll be flying my matches for me and I don't have to fly myself anymore. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, he's doing great and it's fantastic to see that little boy grow. It's more magical every day, let's say that. You parents out there, you guys know what I'm talking about. Work, let's go into work a little bit. Work is very busy right now. I mean, I've gone past the crisis, I told you that last time. My manager has basically told me that I'm doing well and he wants to keep me here. But it's just very busy at the moment at work. I have a few clients that are gonna move out and I'm gonna have to do all the paperwork, make them move to other places. There's a lot of stuff involved with that, not only packing stuff but also doing all the paperwork in the background. And not my favorite hobby, but I'm gonna have to do it, and it has been busy and it will be busy. It's demanding and sometimes I have to work an extra hour here or there. I try to take those hours back as we don't get paid our extra work hours anymore in healthcare here in Holland. They took that they took that out, the bastards, and they said like, okay, if you work extra hours you can write this hour down and you can take it back somewhere else. But because it's busy, you almost never get the opportunity to take it back. So you're left with a lot of hours in a book somewhere, where I have about 11 or 12 hours I need to take back right now. So it's annoying. I wish they would pay those hours, but they don't. Sneaky bastards. It's another sign that the economy still isn't very good, and that jobs, you should be happy with your job right now. I mean, you can always find another job, of course, if you have your skills and stuff like that. It's not something you want to throw away just like that, especially when you have a family. I'll stay critical. I'll keep saying my thing. But yeah, damn busy that work, man. Damn busy. That had some reflection on the squadron. Up until now, you've heard me talk about the squadron, and it was only an upward spiral. You know, we were doing great. We were growing. We had a luxurious position at a certain moment where we had 15 people waiting for a place in the squadron, and we could replace people who didn't have any activity or people who wanted to leave. It was very luxurious situation in that time. It was in December, in the beginning of January. We had about 3-4 weeks where we were the second squadron in activity in War Thunder, in the whole of War Thunder, with 117k activity. That was pretty nice peak there, and it was fantastic to see it happen. We also have a dip after that, of course. Everything that goes up has to come down. So we had a little bit of a group leaving. It was a small group of people who, with a very high skill base, who were they were looking at 100. 100. You probably heard about them. 100 is a very skill-based squadron and has a very high reputation. Very good squadron. Fantastic pilots in that squadron. And a few of the guys left for that squadron. We had about 6 people leave to them, I believe. 6 people, yeah, something like that. And after they left, we had some discontent with others who used to fly with those guys. And there was some discontent about my role as well. I was becoming less and less active in the squadron, let's say, because of real life issues. As you guys know, well, I just told you, my work is fucking busy right now. I've got a 13-month-old baby who is super active, wants to learn how to talk, wants to communicate with his father, wants to play with me. He's close to standing, and after that close to walking, but he's crawling around, grabbing attentions, throwing DVDs on the floor, touching my CD rack. You know, he's becoming more active, and he's discovering this room, and after that the house. It's just very busy, and not only that has kept me from flying a lot in the squadron, actually. Of course, there is also the obvious thing, which is I have to make videos for my YouTube channel. Right? That's very important as well. If I want my YouTube channel to grow, I have to make new videos. And that's an ongoing thing, and I constantly try to find flight time for that, as I always fly solo for the videos. And time, and time to edit, of course, which is also pretty important to get the videos up to a certain quality standard. Aside from that, I have my real life connections, my real life friendships. I have 5 or 6 friends, real life friends right now, that I've known for 26 years. I've got to see that. I don't see them enough, right? I don't see them enough. And even if I have an evening free and I invite one of them and their girlfriends over for dinner, then I lose the whole evening, no flying and stuff like that. But that has to be done, man. I love those people. I gotta see them. It takes priority over flying with the squadron. Unfortunately, I wish I had time for everything. I wish there were 36 hours in a day. I also have my parents I gotta see. You know, family issues. I want to do my fitness a little bit. I've got to restart that because I'm turning into if I'm not careful, I'm turning into a fat old 40-year-old who's sitting behind a computer way too much. I can't have that happen, man. I used to be a sports guy. I used to have a black belt in Taekwondo. I used to have my six-pack all the time. I used to be proud of that, and now I have to deal with another realization that I am about to lose that if I'm not careful. So I'm trying to get back into fitness. I'm trying to get back into training, and everything takes time. So where does that leave the squadron, right? I do fly out sometimes with the squadron, with the guys. I have a squad video up here and there. But it has become less. And I guess that is a fair disgruntlement reason for some people who expected to fly out with me a lot. Because that just hasn't been the case. And maybe I should have advertised that a little more. That if you join NMY, that you won't be able to fly with me all the time. I am not a 20-year-old in a college anymore, and I can fly the whole evening without any regard for anything. I'm a 40-year-old who has a baby and has friends and family and fitness and all the other jazz. And I have to divide my time. I didn't even mention my girlfriend. She also needs some attention, you know. So yeah, I don't fly with the squadron so often anymore. This is a reality. I try to fly with the squadron a part of an evening every 2 weeks or something. I promised that also to the officers. We had an officer meeting after this little bit of a domino effect where we lost about 15 people. And we had an officer meeting, and we're gonna do some events, and I'll try to be there for the events just to have fun with everybody and get to know some of the guys that haven't seen me around too much. So we're gonna be a little bit more active in that department. I also am gonna leave more updates on what I'm doing for the squadron, so you guys know what I'm doing, and you just don't get the feeling that I don't care or something, because I do care, of course. But yeah, so that's the future. We're gonna build on that. We had an officer meeting, and the officers were on the same page as me, and we're gonna continue the squadron in the same light as we used to. So if you want to join us, make sure to leave an application in-game if you don't have a squadron. If you just joined the channel lately and didn't know I had a squadron, I have one. It's called NMY Unrivaled, Enemy Unrivaled, and you are welcome to join up. Make sure to leave an application in-game and we'll try to get to you as soon as we can. So after this squadron chat, we're gonna go into the channel. The channel has been going fantastically. We just passed 3,000 subscribers. We had the celebration compilation for that, and there was a lot of positive comments in there, a lot of likes on the video. And in the last jabber I mentioned the algorithm change to YouTube, right? And that they prefer to have daily content on channels, and they push those channels more. And that likes and viewer activity on the videos are more important, likes and comments. So since I mentioned that, you guys have left me more likes and more comments, and it has helped the channel immensely, because I've seen a great peak in subscribers and new people, and the likes and the comments has gone up a fair good bit the last 2 months, so that's fantastic. I want to thank you all for that. I also want to ask you to keep that up, continue that, support the channel, and we'll grow to bigger sizes, more people in, and we'll have a lot of fun in the comment sections. I'm still answering every single one of your comments, which is getting to be a more time consuming job as well, next to the other things I have consuming my time. But I'm gonna try to keep it up as long as I humanly can, guys. I want to go into the challenge now. I have a challenge for you guys that I think might be interesting. Let's see if we can do that. I'm gonna ask you guys to help me get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of 2nd of May. The 2nd of May is the anniversary, the 2nd anniversary of the channel, and it would be fantastic if we could reach 4,000 subscribers before the 2nd of May. So I'm asking you to share it, to like it, to comment, to talk about the channel, to get your friends in, to talk to your squadron mates about it, try to get them to sign up. If we can make it to 4,000 subscribers by the 2nd of May, I'll do a giveaway with 3 substantial prizes. And I'll give you the details on that after the 2nd of May, but there'll be substantial prizes like the first giveaway I did with the War Thunder Steam Pack, which I gave away then. But I'll give away 3 substantial prizes with a total value of about €100 if we make it to 4,000 subscribers before the 2nd of May. So get on it, advertise the channel, and we'll see if we can get there. Patch 1.65, Way of the Samurai. How has it been up till now? Well, you saw me review every single plane that was added to the game. There were some very nice additions, the planes that they added. You saw all the reviews come by. Great planes, great fun to fly them out. They looked good as well. The models are getting better and better. Of course, just adding new planes won't make the game better, and doesn't solve some issues that we have been fighting for a long time. So Gaijin definitely has some work ahead of them still. So the planes, I'm quite content with the planes. You know, we had heavy fighters, we had some bombers added, we had some fighters added that were all pretty much as I expected them to be. Not much surprise there, but good planes. What I do feel they have not done yet, not to a good extent, is a change to the arcade bomber spam. There is still a huge problem with AB and the bomber spam, and initially in the patch there was no changes, nothing to address that, and especially above 4.7 battle rating in arcade you have just spams of 10, 12, 13, sometimes even full teams of bombers just diving down towards the bases and trying to get their 2 cents of the reward before the match was over in 3 minutes. Very annoying when I try to find footage for my premium reviews. I still fly arcade for the premium reviews, as I find that important when people are paying money, that I review both AB and RB. But very difficult to find good matches, very difficult. I had to fly an immense amount compared to the RB matches, immense amount of AB matches to find a match that was presentable, where I got enough time and enough kills to make a good show of the plane. Unfortunately, many matches ending between 3 and 5 minutes with me having between 2 and 5 kills between my belts. It's just very annoying. And it spoils it for me. You know, I used to fly AB at least as much as I started in AB, but I used to fly it at least as much as RB in the last 9 months, and I basically don't fly AB anymore because of the bomber spam. It's just I don't enjoy it. It's not fun when you have these short matches dominating what you get, and the worthful moments, the valuable moments that you have that makes you come back to War Thunder. You get them less and less, and I think they should do something. And they did do something. In one of the latest tweaks, they have changed the base health by 15%. So in both in AB and in RB, the health of the bases have been increased by 15%. Now I think that's way too less for arcade. I think it won't make a significant change to AB. It will just give the bombers a little bit more time. It will make the match take a minute or a minute and a half longer, but that's about it. But I do think the 15% base health change is enough to make a change in RB, which was already pretty good by the limiting bombers to 4 per match. And now with this 15% health change, I think it might help a lot, even against things like the German float boat, the huge thing, and that monster, and the TU4. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I think the TU4s can still end the match if there's 4 of them in a match. But I am not sure about that. Maybe they did some calculations, and maybe it's just not possible in the first run, and they have to return to the airfield before they can destroy the airfield. Hopefully, it will make a difference for RB, but for AB, it won't make a significant change, I'm afraid. The diving bomber practice will definitely stay in practice, and that has wide consequences in the game, with people learning to fly their bombers and spading trees with bombers, and not learning AB's fighter skills and RB fighter skills early on. And then you'll see people have unlocked trees with their bombers, and then they come into jets or late tier 4. They're gonna try out a fighter, and they're completely inept at it, and that will affect the battle range changes, because Gaijin makes those decisions based on the average performance in them, and then we'll have a problem again. So yeah, they also announced battle rating changes, and they have gone in today. Actually, I've seen them activate that in the last little patch, and there's some good stuff in there. I saw the Doras being the Focke-Wulf 190s, the D models being reduced by 0.3, and that's good. I saw the new Hellcat, the F6F 5N, going from 4.7 to 4.3 in realistic battle, which is very good. I saw a lot of Spitfires getting a 0.3 increase in their battle rating. For example, the Mark 9 and the Mark 22, the Mark 24, and a lot of the premium Spitfires as well, which I think is deserved. The Spitfires are just very good in RB, and very difficult for most of the pilots to counter if they're flying other planes. So I think that battle rating increase is deserved for those Spitfires. And there's a lot of obvious strong planes, overpowered planes that have gotten some increases, like the Mustang Mark 1A, the XP55, the Key 84 Co, the BF 100 C4, planes like that have all gotten a battle rating increase, which is good, I guess. I mean, as flawed as the battle rating system is, if we have to work in this battle rating system, then it's nice to have battle rating changes that actually represent the performance of the planes in game, and Gaijin recognizing that fact, and that is very pleasing to see, and it's promising, and we'll see how that goes going forward. Hopefully they can make up a whole new system, of course, but if they can't, then working within a system like this is good, and I saw a lot of good stuff. I won't comment on the tanks, of course, as you know. I'm no tanker. I don't do that. I just fly the planes. I'm a pilot. Yeah. So, but what I am interested in, and of course, this weekend I went to my parents and I missed the last naval test again, just like the one before that. But I am interested a little bit to see what they do with naval. I made one video about it of the first test. I did get the sale in that, and I had some mixed feelings about it. But all in all, it was quite enjoyable, and I commented on that, and very promising as a mode. And as they develop it further, I believe the mode has promise. But we'll see how they work on that. I'm looking forward to see the end result and the next test. Hopefully I'll be able to jump in that one and get a second naval video for you guys. In the meantime, I'm trying to find some flight time again the coming days. I will have some videos out for you. I'm going for a P51 D10 review. I am looking at one of the ME262Cs, and I might fly out a Meteor. I'm not gonna say which one yet, but yeah, we're looking at some nice planes to fly out. I'm also gonna work on the next episode of Sub's Choice soon, so you can expect all that very soon, and we're going for some good content again. Hopefully I'll have a little bit of a slower week coming up next week, in which I will have some evening shift and at work. And I'll have some more time to grind out a few more videos than the last week, which had been a crazy week, to be honest. But crazy weeks for the win will continue. We're having fun, right? It's all to have fun, and yeah, man. Especially with this kind of support you guys are giving me, I am totally enjoying myself in the comment section and in seeing what you guys are doing to help me grow the channel, which is fantastic. So remember the challenge, guys. Help me get to 4,000 subscribers by the 2nd of May, and I'll make sure I'll do a giveaway with 3 substantial prizes, of which I give the details after the 2nd of May. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Let's see if we can make it. We still have 2.5 months to get there, and looking forward to the effort. Guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for all the support you're giving me, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, enjoy your week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.